The military industrial complex says hi again. We haven't missed y'all at all. Seems like the powers that be are always into something, huh, folks? This is Isaac with SC Wolverines. How's everybody doing? Hope your day's going well. Here we go again, folks. Here we go again. I'm going to show you a couple clips, let you hear it for yourself, and I'll come back with some more commentary after that.
And that's going to be the next thing you'll be talking about is Iran. What's going to happen with Iran? And there'll be some interesting days ahead. That's all I can tell you. You know, we're down to final strokes with Iran. That's going to be an interesting time. And we'll see what happens. But we're down to the final moments. We're at final moments. Can't let them have a nuclear weapon. I think that I would have had a deal within 1 month after the rigged election of 2020. They were all set to make a deal. And then when I lost, they saw this person who's a stupid person, very stupid person. And they said, let's not make a deal. And they were right. He took the sanctions off. They became rich under Biden. They went from having no money to having $300 billion. All in a short period. It's oil. Oil builds up fast. It's a nice living if you have a nice oil well. And they do. They have a lot of nice oil wells, right? So anyway, it's going to be a big thing. It's an interesting time in the history of the world, but we have a situation with Iran that something's going to happen very soon, very, very soon. You'll be talking about that pretty soon, I guess, and hopefully we can have a peace deal. You know, I'm not speaking out of strength or weakness. I'm just saying I'd rather see a peace deal than the other, but the other will solve the problem.
I think it speaks for itself. Sounds like we're possibly getting ready to either strike Iran or, worst case scenario, have a war with Iran, which, in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of other people out there, we go to war again or we have a war with Iran, it's not going to be very popular right now. I hate to tell you so. And it doesn't even really matter your politics at this point. It don't even really matter. We're just constantly got to be into something. Now, I've heard just over the years, looking at the geopolitical landscape, Iran's been close to having a nuclear bomb for what, the past 20 years? So they either got one already or maybe they are close. Not really for sure. I don't have top secret clearance. Maybe I don't have all the information in front of me, or maybe I'm not looking at it right. All I know is that we're calling for peace on one front in Ukraine, and I don't want to get ahead of myself, but this doesn't sound good to me. This sounds like a whole another can of worms could be opening. Don't want to jump the gun. Maybe nothing. Maybe there'll be peace talks, but the sound of that clip, it doesn't sound too good to me. And I'm going to tell you right now, maybe it'll be some just airstrikes or something like that. But if it's a war with Iran, Iran ain't exactly pushovers. We go into a war with Iran, it's not going to be very popular. I'm just going to say it right now. I think a lot of we the people will be upset with that. Another thing you got to look at is Iran, June of 2020, signed a 25-year agreement with China for a supply of oil. If you don't know, Iran has a lot of oil, and that's where China gets its oil from. So, like I said before, don't want to get ahead of myself, but we could be on the verge of another war. Here we go again. Just constantly have to be involved with something. So I heard this one time, and it just this will boggle your mind. And I want y'all to look at this. This is how much the US has been involved with war since the beginning of our country. Look at this. The United States has been at war for about 225 out of 243 years since 1776, which is more than 92% of the time. This means that the US has been at peace for less than 20% of its history. Can you believe that? That is mind-boggling to me. Since the beginning of this country, we have been at war 225 years out of 243 years since 1776, since the beginning of this country. That blows my mind. That is insane to me. We're just constantly into something, man. And it's just getting tiresome. This is way beyond politics to me. It's just tiresome. I don't care who's the president right now. That's just crazy to me. So hopefully it's nothing. Cooler heads will prevail. Of course, we got to pray about it. I may not have all the information that's needed. Maybe something has to be done. Maybe nothing happens. There's treaties or peace that sign or whatever where this doesn't escalate into a full-scale war. Because I don't know about y'all, but to me it's just getting old. And hopefully cooler heads will prevail. But by the sounds of this, it doesn't sound too good to me, folks. Maybe that's part of the negotiations. You don't want to look weak to your enemy. But one of these days, you're going to keep on talking, and somebody might just call your bluff. My name is Isaac with SE Wolverines. Appreciate y'all clicking on the video. Hope you have a great weekend, and God bless.
SE.